check, mic check. Hey, folks, I hope you guys can hear me. And we're doing a redo of round 6 and actually a replacement for that race that from last week. So this is the new round number 6. It's the Sunrise Rotors 35 here on Rice Motorsports TV. And I had to do a quick restart of the PC, and hopefully everything's working here. And we're literally just going into the qualifying session. That'll be 10 minutes, so that'll give us a chance to get things squared away here. And of course, as always, we want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, JS Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. And while we're waiting for things to get cranked up here, let's take a look at the last race that we were able to complete. That was at Nashville Fairgrounds, and the guys didn't do too bad there. Andy Casanova, he got another win. Hans Casaza came in second, had actually rounded out the podium. And I tell you, their AI drivers didn't too bad either. And in fact, as far as the standings are going right now, Tony Gardner, that's Andy Casanova's teammate, he's still leading the AI challenge there. Dave Kamer in the second position. Top three are no change anyway. Gardner, Kamer, and Rainville. Mike Berg moved up ahead of Ashton Rice by a handful of points there into that fourth position. And so, like we were going to say last week, this is actually the second half of the season. It's gonna be round 6 once again, but we just replace that race, and we're gonna add another one at the end of the season. So moving forward, that's where we'll be. And now let's take a quick look at the standings. And of course, I say Andy Casanova, he's opened up that lead a little bit more from Paul Bajanic, and I don't know his. Now I found out he may not be able to make the season finale, so he needs to try to build as much of a gap as possible. I mean, his teammate will really help him out in the final round, but he's got a pretty good gap right now. But by him not being there, he may need to make it more than that, because there's no telling how well his teammate will do or not do. And we'll just have to wait and see. And but Casanova's still leading there. Bajanic second, held Rothbury in that third spot. And the guys are pretty much unchanged. Casaza fourth, and Paul Smith in that fifth position. And so we'll keep an eye on how things go here in the second half of the season. And while we're waiting for qualifying to wrap up, it's a 10-minute open qualifying here tonight. And so we're about 4 minutes in. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment here from our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching the Sunrise Rotors 35 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett.
4
is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're back here and getting close to about 2 minutes to go to the end of qualifying here. And I think we did manage to get everything turned back on from the looks of it. Looks like everything's up and running okay. I think the audio is checking out okay. And if there's an issue, just let me know in the chat. But I was listening to it on my phone. Looks like everything is working okay here. But so this is our first and actually only road course race of the season here at Watkins Glen. Sunrise Rotor 90, that's supposed to be 35, typo on my part. But yeah, 70-degree air temperature, wind 7 miles an hour, track temperature 74 degrees. Now tonight, normally we have the individual qualifying, but we're not doing that tonight. It's just open qualifying, being that it's a road course and everything. And so both the human drivers and the AI drivers are all out on track right now, putting in their times. And boy, from the looks of it, well, we'll see. Right now, the AI drivers are looking pretty strong, and we'll just have to see what the guys can do against these AI drivers. Got a little bit of time left, not too much. Looks like about 20 seconds to wrap up qualifying. The Andy Casanova looks like he's right now the highest scoring human driver at the moment. P6 now with that 1:16.332. And we'll be getting the checkered flag here any moment as well. And thank goodness Andy's paint scheme is looking good, so that's good. So we got that. We didn't have to worry about that again tonight. And I do believe is the checkered flag getting ready to come out. It should. Yep, checkered flag is in the air. So that's going to wrap up qualifying. And so we'll roll right over to the warm-up session. Now we may not have to spend too much time in the warm-up because we've already talked about the points and everything. So we'll see what happens here. Now we will be adding another race at the end of the season, and that will be at 5 Flags. That's a league favorite. The guys love running there, and so that will actually be our season finale. The rest of the season will play out as already scheduled, and we'll just add 5 Flags at the end of the season, just the following week after what would have been the season finale at Gateway. So we've got a lot more racing to go here, and we're gonna let this thing run on. Let the server roll over to the warm-up session. I'm gonna grab one of my admins. See, let me grab Harold real quick, bring him up here. Hey, Harold, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mic check, mic check. Can he hear me? Uh-oh. He might have stepped away from his mic, possibly. Because I was having microphone issues earlier. It seems like it's working now, at least on my end anyway. It seems like it's working. So I was going to try to talk. I'm going to put him back down to the channel. I'm going to bring somebody else up and see if they can hear me okay. And let me grab Andy here real quick. Hey, Andy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? And he doesn't hear me. Okay. So I think you guys can hear me out there on YouTube, but I'm not sure if the drivers can hear me for whatever reason. I'm going to let the timer play out for the warm-up, because they've got a 5-minute warm-up session. So they might want to use that to practice anyway, but I'm going to do that to troubleshoot these audio issues. So while we wait for that to count down, we'll take another quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Sunrise Rotors 35 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're back here with the Sunrise Rotors 35 here on Race Motorsports TV. I'm going to try bringing Harold up here again. I think I just had the volume turned down. Hey, Harold, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. Well, I tell you, you know the funniest thing? I think I might have had the mute button on my headset turned on and didn't realize that it was turned on, because everything was set correctly, but I wasn't hearing anything. And that probably explained why.
Okay.
I swear, it's always something.
Yeah. Well, you do a heck of a job. I mean, you're always busy, so I wouldn't want that job. But thanks for doing everything you do there.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys braving this road, because I know road courses aren't everybody's forte. But how are things out there tonight?
You know, slow is fast.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to have to do is just get behind one of these AI cars and go to school, you know, and and see where we can pass. And I enjoy this road course. I really enjoy it. I'm used to Watkins Glen. This is, you know, at NASCAR, all the NASCAR games had it. So this is one of the few ones I like, and hopefully I can get around it and get up there and get into points. I looked at the points and wow, I'm way behind. So I gotta get everything together here.
10-4, you know, like I was telling the audience, you know, we're going to add that extra race on the end there. That'll be 5 flags. I know everybody enjoys that one.
Oh,
so,
yeah. 5 flags is a good one, too. So I'll have to circle that on the calendar. But
that'll be
practicing now because we got some competition out here.
10-4. I think we're about to go to the race now, so I'm put you back down. And good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Right. Thanks, Tony.
Yep,
have a good one, buddy.
You tell him too. And I think the should be winding down. The clock, checkered flag is in the air. So we will get that taken care of. Let's see. And they'll be rolling over to line up here. And I see everybody now starting to come out. And they'll be going around doing a loop around the course. And they're starting to roll off here, so as they make their way around, we'll go ahead and take a look. I'm just double checking an audio level here just to make sure that all our mics are up. Ooh, okay. That's weird. Let's see. There we go. First you couldn't hear it. Now you guys should be able to hear the cars okay as well. Okay, as they make their way around, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. Tony Gardner, oh boy, that's Andy Costalova's teammate. He's starting on the pole. Travis Sollenberger second. David Carrillo is third. Ashton Wright's in the fourth position. That's Harold Rothery's teammate. 12 Wright's fifth. Andy Costalova, he's starting sixth. Chris Page seventh. Brian Rainville in eighth position. Ninth is Clay Rice. Paul Bajanic, who's right behind Costalova in the points. He's rounding out the top 10 there. Then in 11th position, Nigel Patterson. Jeff Rubin 12th. 13th is Sarah Oliver. John Casazzo starting 14th. Harold Rothery right behind him at 15th. Dave Kamer starting in the 16th position. 17th is Oliver Stevens. 18th will be Mike Berg. And let's see, can we scroll anymore? We can't get anybody else. It's only showing, we're showing 18 cars. Who's missing? Paul Smith is not here tonight. And I think so we're only showing 18 cars on track for the race here. And so that will be how it is. One more turn to go. Pace car will be coming down on the pit road. Getting ready to get this show on the road. There goes the pace car. And we got a green flag, and we're racing here at Watkins Glen. Tony Gardner remains out front. Andy Costalova, right now, he's the highest placed human driver in that sixth position. Like Harold Rothery was saying, they just got to get on the board here and crank out some good laps here. Because even though they're may not be at the front, there's a couple of things going on there. They're still battling for points, regardless of where they are. And they have their teammates. If they're struggling, their teammates can be out there helping them. And that definitely may be the case here today. Gardner, he's still out the front with Sollenberger right behind him, and looks like everybody's making their way around, going to complete lap number 1. And that's, like I said, that's Andy Consulova's teammate. And speaking of Consulova, oh, did he have a moment? He might have went off track just a little bit. He's able to continue, so everybody does make it around and complete lap number 1 of 35 laps here tonight. Let's look a little further back. There's John Casaza, and he's a few positions ahead of his teammate, currently running in the 13th spot. Harold Rother is right behind him in that 14th spot. Well, it looks like a lot of the human drivers are pretty close together. Paul Bajanic, he's back in the 18th position. So he's just rolling along, trying to make sure, see if he can just make it through this race here. But so far, so good. Up at the front, Andy Consulova. And I'm sorry, not Andy, but his teammate, Tony Gardner, just over half a second ahead of Travis Sollenberger. And Sollenberger, he's got David Carrillo hot on his tail. So those AI drivers, they're battling hard. There's Ashton Rice. That's Harold Rother's teammate. She's currently in the 5th spot. He's probably glad about that because he's right now, Harold's back there in the 14th position. So he's probably glad his AI teammate is doing okay. And we're getting along to Andy Consulova. I believe he was in 6th position. He dropped a couple of spots down to 8th. But he is still, oh no, the 16. I think he might have got into the 16, checking up there. And looks like Chris Page, he continues on from what I can see. And I think Consulova, he's probably okay. Let's see. He has maybe a little bit of damage on that right front, but from what we can see, it looks like it'll be okay here. Shout out to Ron Walters in the chat there. Andy Consulova, he is your points leader, so every single race, like I said right at the beginning of the show, he's probably not going to be able to make the season finale. Oh, I see Travis Sollenberger trying to get going again, and he went off course. He's getting himself going, so he'll go right to the back. But like I was saying, Consulova, he needs to get maximum points every single race, because even though Paul Bajanic, he's back in the 17th position right now, if Paul continues, like this, obviously road courses may not be his strong suit, so he's just he's out there collecting points tonight. And who's Paul's teammate? I forgot who that is. I gotta bring up that list so I can see who that is. And for Paul Bajanic, that's number 11, Dave Kamer. Let's see, where is Dave? Let's go find him. He is Dave Kamer. He's in the 15th position. So he's a few positions ahead, a couple of positions to be certain ahead of Paul Bajanic. Got Mike Berg right behind him. That's John Casaza's teammate. So they continue to race on along here. Consulova now back up to that 6th position. He had fell down to the 8th spot. A little further back, John Casaza, he's now 10th. He's moved up 4 positions since the start of the race. Harold Rother also moved forward. He is right on the tail there of Casaza, and racing along here. That's a nice looking paint job there, John Casaza. I think John he's trying to run a different paint every week, and yeah, it's a nice looking paint job there for Casaza there. Currently running in that 10th position. Paul Bajanic back in the 17th position. Look at Andy Consulova on the move now up to the 5th spot, and trying to get past the 13 there, Clay Rice. So Andy Consulova doing exactly what he needs to do to try to, get maximum points. Shout out to Paul Smith, who couldn't make it here tonight. He does. I think he said Watkins Glen might be his home track, and if he had been able to make it, who knows, he might have been pretty formidable himself. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't make it. You can't make it. And but he does. He's got his teammate. Who is his teammate? That's Brian Rainville. And Brian, he's not doing too bad. He's in the 7th position, right there ahead of Nigel Patterson. And they both run wide. And we should have penalties turned off. There shouldn't be any kind of penalties. No incident limit here for tonight's race. Normally is stop and go at 20 points, but that should be turned off, hopefully. And looks like we're everybody's continuing to go along pretty good. John Casaza moved up now to the got to gain another position. He's now in that 9th position. He was running 10th, got ahead of Sarah Oliver. That'll leave Harold Rothery now trying to get past the 78 machine. And you know the thing about road racing, you know, you got to get in there, you got to turn those laps, you got to really, it's almost, I mean, rhythm has a lot to do with it, whether it's a road course or short track racing. With short tracks, you really got to get into a rhythm, but the same can be said for road courses as well. If you know the course, that really helps. If you literally know what turns are coming up, you know exactly how to approach that turn, how to attack that turn, and then it's just practice, practice, practice. You know, and the best you can do. And I'll tell you, Harold Rothery, he's really trying to put some pressure on the 78 here, Sarah Oliver, see if he can grab that top 10 position as they're racing down to the penultimate corner here. Taking a peek down on the inside of the 78, couldn't quite get there. Might try, they're getting ready to go down onto the final turn, onto the front stretch. Maybe he'll see if he can try to make a run down to turn 1. Let's see what happens as they go down the front stretch here. Don't look like he's quite close enough, really, to try to make an attack. Oh, he's going to go for it, and he does. He's going to hold on. Yes, he will. Harold Rothery picks up that 10th position from Sarah Oliver, moves him into that 10th spot. John Casaza is a little further down the road. Casaza about 2.1 seconds down the road. He's starting to get a little closer to Nigel Patterson. But I tell you, the guys look like they're really having fun out there too. Andy Consolova, he's further up the road. He moved up to 5th. He was running 6th for a while, and finally got past Clay Rice. Now he's trying to challenge Clay's sister Ashton Rice, and actually I think that's her brother ahead of her, Terrell Rice. So he's battling with the Rice kids out there right now, trying to get into the top 4. Has a little ways to go there, and they're both pretty close together, so not sure if he that may make passing a little difficult. Maybe. Let's see what happens. They go down to turn 1. This will be interesting. Consolova is trying to line up the 49 here, see if he can get past. Decided not to try to, he wasn't close enough really to try to pull the trigger and make a pass, so he remains in that 5th position. But he's got a nice little gap there. John Casaza still right there with Nigel Patterson, getting a little closer. And Harold Rothery also doing a good job. He's not losing a whole lot of ground to Casaza. He's hanging right on in there, staying behind that 15 car. Got a report here from Ron Walters in the chat. Hey, everybody seems to be driving the car better than they expected. So I did get a chance to hear John Casaza, and I'm not sure what setup he was using, but the late models have a setup called Road, and that's what we have set up for the race. I'm not sure if he had some other kind of just like a baseline setup or what, but he says this setup that we're using actually feels better than the one he was racing with or practicing, I would say. So, and that may hold true for everybody here, because obviously it's important to practice with the proper setup. You know, they do run a fixed setup in this league. Look at Casaza now getting super close to the number 7. Who is it? Number 31, Nigel Patterson. To see Harold Rothery run a little wide there in the background. Now that's going to cost him a little time there. But look at Casazza now trying to get really on the tail of the 31. And I think he's going to be trying. I think I see a little bit of damage on his left front. He's already made contact somewhere. Coming down to the carousel, trying to get a little closer. But not this time around. It's not really close enough to try to make a pass on the 31. And boy, him, the 31 and the 17, Brian Rayville, they both run wide. Well, look at that. That just opens the door for Casazza. Now he's on the outside, and it looks like he got past Patterson there. He's going to try to attack the 17. And we see some guys coming down pit road. Tony Gardner, look at several cars coming down pit road. And that's going to hand the lead to Andy Kosilova. Is there anybody else? Looks like Casazza. He's coming in as well. Kosilova opting to stay out. Oh, wow. It looks like the entire field is coming down pit road. And that's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Kosilova electing to stay out. One more lap. Dave Kamer, he stays out. Kamer, that's Paul Bajanic's teammate. So he stayed out to gain some track position there. And there's Oliver Stephen. Now that's Ron Walters' teammate. He hasn't been able to race a lot this season, but that is his teammate. So he will be scoring some points for the number 99 driver. And shout out to Paul there. Shout out to Ron Walters, who's actually, I think he's watching the race online on YouTube there with us. Everybody making their way out. Kosilova has a nice gap now. Where's Dave Kamer? He's quite a ways back. You can see on the track map, look how far behind he is. Andy Kosilova, and now Kosilova comes in. He went that extra lap trying to build he's got 18 seconds between him and Dave Kamer, but then then Stevens, and it's about 34, maybe 50 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. He was probably trying to build a gap to see if he can come in here and see if he can get down to pit road and get to his pit stop. Now you see him on pit road coming to a stop. Now you see at least the top five. Now he's going to lose some spots here for sure. He was running about fifth or sixth. There you get no tires, just getting fuel. And let's see what happens when he comes out. And see some drivers going by. He's already fell down to like third position. And wow, so he did gain a spot there. And so that was a good strategic move there for Andy Kosilova. Now in a podium position, Harold Rothery is now in the 7th position. Let's see, where's everybody else? John Casazza, he's back in the 14th spot. Not sure what happened there. And now it might have just been from the pit stops and everything, but Casazza, he's got a lot of work to do. Behind him, let's see, where is Paul Bajanic? Paul is still in the 18th position. He also pitted. He pitted pretty much like the majority of the field on lap 9. But he was a ways behind, so he remains in that 18th spot. But tonight probably going to be about getting some points, just bagging some points here tonight. And Paul's going to let his teammate do a lot of the work. Dave Kamer, he's in the 15th position, a few positions ahead, so he's still hanging in there. In fact, Mike Berg, now that's a teammate for John Casazza, he's in the 17th position. So, of course, we didn't have any, I think it was a couple of races this season we had the knockout qualifying for the oval tracks, and that we didn't like the fact that some of the human drivers actually got eliminated. So we decided just to do away with that altogether, and it's just going to be basically just regular qualifying. The AI cars will qualify, and then the human drivers go out, but every single car will race. And we actually trimmed the field down to 14 AI cars just to balance out the number to keep us around a 20-car field, which is a good, healthy number there. Let's see, Tony Gardner, he regains the lead once again. after the first round of pit stops. Now 24 laps remaining. They pitted on lap 9, so it'll be interesting to see. And then we're on lap 12. Will they come in? I apologize for that graphic. That P165, that was from last week. I thought I had changed that, and so I don't know where that why that's not showing there. That should not be there, but it is the Sunrise Rotors 35. We might see if we can find that. It'll be interesting to see how long Andy Consolova, who's right there, he's not that far behind. He's in a podium position, and he can actually see the leader. And he was around, what was he around? P6 or P8 in practice. And he was one of the fastest human drivers out here tonight. Tell you the truth, I thought John Costanza would be up there because he was quick at the start of practice. And so I don't know what changed there. You know, track might have once the track started coming in a little bit more, the handling might have changed or might have went away from him a little bit. I don't know, but at any rate, Andy Consolova making hay while the sun shines, trying his best to catch the number 36 there, David Carrillo, try to move up that podium just a little bit. And I'm going to go check on that graphic, and while I do that, we'll take a quick break. And you're watching the Sunrise Rotors 35 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Lyons. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 in North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're back, and oh yeah, shout out to Ron Walters. Thank you there, buddy. He said, yeah, I was doing some a test session over the weekend, and that was the track we were at, and but I can change that because that should say Watkins Glen, of course, and we can just drop that right in here real quick. Where is that at? Let's find it. Actually, they don't have a great logo, so we'll just take that out of there, and we won't worry about that. We were riding on board here with Harold Rothley in that 7th position, and boy, he's got about 3.8 seconds to go before he can catch the 49 of Ashton Rice. That's his teammate, but they're both running in the top 10, and that's good enough for him. And matter of fact, it could be a good points night for him because So he's third in the standings, and Paul Bajanic is second. And Paul remains in that 18th position, plus his teammate is running 50. Is his teammate Dave Kamer? Yes, it is. His teammate's running 15th. Paul is running 18th. So this could be an opportunity for Harold Rothery to move up to second in the standings. And who knows what's going to happen if Andy Kosilova, here comes the second round of pit stops, folks. And here, what lap are we on? We're on lap 16. And Gardner coming in, David Carrillo coming in, Clay Rice. They're all staying on schedule here. Ashton Rice, she's coming in. This time Harold Rothery stays out, and Kosilova, he stayed out as well. Going to try to see if they can grab some track position here. So Harold Rothery now moves into the second position, but they are going to have to stop. Now that first time that Andy stopped, I don't believe he took tires at all. And who knows, the guys, they may decide not to take tires either. I don't think who knows, the AI drivers, they may just be getting field of pit stops times or let's see, they're making their way out. 11 seconds. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. I see it's an 18-second one there for Clay Rice. So it could be that they're just taking fuel only, but now we're going to wonder if this is going to be another 9-lap stint from Andy Kosilova, because Kosilova, when he pitted, he actually pitted on lap 10. He went a lap further than everybody else. So we're on lap 17 right now. We'll see if he stays out once again. So he might try to push it to maybe lap 20. And so we'll see what happens here. He might try to stay out a couple more laps. There's Harold Rothery. He's still out on track as well. And he pitted on lap 9. So if he was going to do another 9 laps in pit, it may be fuel may be dictating it more than anything. And I see John Casaza. He's coming into pit road, making his way down pit road here. On his way down to his pit box. Pitting here on lap 18. So he definitely did the same stint as he did on the first one. And he gets down there and trying to get a good look at his car. He's a little further back. And he is getting tires for sure. This will be interesting to see how long this pit stop is. And like I said, I saw Clay Rice do an 18.4 second stop. And let's see what right side's going on for John Casaza. He's obviously falling down the order. A lot of these drivers, he's out. Boy, that was 22 seconds for John Casaza. So that's a bit of a long pit stop there for sure. But, well, we'll see how it works out for him there. So that puts him down to the 17th position. There goes his teammate, Mike Berg, literally just going by him right now. So they're running 17th and 18th at the moment. Casaza will probably get up there and get past his teammate. It's Kosilova and Rothery running in the top 2 positions. Let's see, Paul Bajanic, he was running 18th for a long time. Right now he's in 10th. He pitted on lap 9, but he's stretching out his second stint as well, and he doesn't come into pits this time either. So he may be trying to see if he can outlast some more of these AI cars and try to gain some more track position. He is fighting, trying to get closer to Andy Kosilova in the points. And let's see, and his teammate Dave Kamer he has yet to stop again as well. He's only stopped once on lap 10, and he's also now in the top 10 running 7th. So Paul Bajanic and his teammate are trying to get closer to Andy Kosilova, who also stays out, does not pit this time around. It's lap 19, and his first stint was 10 laps. So let's see if he does another lap and maybe pits next time around. And it looks like Harold Rothery is coming on down right now. So that'll be here on lap 20. Harold Rothery making his way down to his pit stall. His teammate Ashton Rice back in the 9th position. She's getting close to the end of this lap here. One more turn to go. And we'll see if she stays out. and it looks like she will. Rothery is so there's Rothery right there. Looks like he just got fuel, and it was a 10.25 second stop for Harold Rothery. I'm sorry, 10.3. Well, I guess it rounded it up to an even number, 10.3. For on my other data screen, it was showing 10.25. And don't forget, we do have the got the timing and scoring link in the description. Paul Bojanic, he's in the pits right now. That's going to drop him back down in order. He may end up right where he started. He's on his way out. Paul Bojanic, 9.8 second stop. That wasn't bad, but it still puts him back to the 18th position. And now Andy Consalova. Oh no, John Casaza. Is he all right? He must have went off course. It said he crashed, but I think he might have spun or something. But Andy Consalova coming now, pitting on lap 21. You can see second place just coming around the final turn. That's Tony Gardner. That's his teammate. And he's coming on down the front stretch there. There's Andy Consalova. He is getting a set of tires. Left side's going on, and boy, it's such a costly thing time-wise. So he's back to third. He's about to lose probably fourth, fifth. Can he get out maybe sixth position? I don't know. It's going to be close. And oh boy, he's still sitting there. Oh my goodness, I hope he didn't get a speeding penalty. He's still sitting on pit road. Oh no, this is not good for Andy Consalova. The field's going by. Harold Rothery has already gone by. Consalova remains on pit road. Not sure what's going on there. Oh my goodness, it is just going horribly wrong for Consalova as he remains motionless on pit road. If he got a speeding penalty, I don't know for how long of they're going to hold him there, but this is very, very bad. And he's finally going for Consalova there. Oh my goodness. Over a minute on pit road, and that drops him to dead last, 18th. Well, not dead last. Dead last, 18th position. It's showing me in the thing. I shouldn't be in there. There's only 18 cars on the field. But Consalova, he is dead last, and with 15 laps to go, boy, he's got a lot of work to do now. His teammates at the front of the pack, and he is at the very back. And look who's up in the top five. It is Harold Rothery, just right there behind his teammate Ashton Rice. And boy, talk about a good position to be in. He could not ask for a better situation where he's at versus his teammate, and in relation to where Andy Consalova is. And see, Consalova, his teammate's Tony Gardner. Gardner's leading the race. And Rothery and Ashton Rice and Harold Rothery running fourth and fifth respectively. So definitely right now a very good points night for Rothery and or I should say Team Rothery right there. Now whether or not he'll try to pass his teammate or just because either way it's the same amount of points. If he were to pass her, if they finish the race right now, even if their positions were swapped, and the way it works is, folks, those who may be new to the broadcast, whatever your teammate, whatever your AI teammate gets, those points are applied to you in the form of a bonus. And so you really want your teammate to do well. So if they were to finish one right behind the other, it really wouldn't matter which position either one of them finished in. So right now she's fourth and he's fifth. If he finished fourth and she finished fifth, it would be the same amount of points. It will end up being the same amount of points once you add them all together for the race here tonight. So that's probably a good scenario for Harold Rothery there. Just stay there with his teammate. 13 laps remaining. Ashton Rice, she's been battling with her brother there, Terrell Rice, for a good little while. Cannot get past the 98. He's really cooking up there in that podium position. Boy, I tell you, Andy Consalova, he's got to be hurting right now. Just there's nothing much he can do. Consalova, he is just soldiering along. And John Casaza's back there. I think he's back there more, but I don't know if he might have spun at some point and He just got past Dave Kamer. That's I think that's Paul Bajanic's teammate. Kosalova is trying to work his way past as well. Check to the left. Now he's checking to the right. Oh, coming down to the carousel. Let's see what happens here. It looks like he's going to outbreak the number 11 and move up into that 17th position. Hold on to it. He manages to get through the carousel. Chicane, the bus stop chicane there. So now he's giving chase to John Casaza, and that's Paul Bajanic right ahead of the two of them in that 15th position. Now 12 laps remaining. And as those two battle along, or those three battle along, Harold Rothman, he remains in 5th, but his teammate Ashton Rice has finally gotten past the brother Terrell Rice into the podium position. So that's even better. If Harold right now looks like he's trying to hold on to a top 5 or 5th place position. Oh, hang on to it, Harold. And I don't know, that curb in there, the car looked like he got a little unsettled, but he's able to hold on. I wonder if he might try to see if he can get past the 98 there at Terrell Rice. And I'll tell you, I think he's, that adrenaline is going now. He's 12 laps to go. Now here's the question: will they have to pit again? Harold Roth, he pitted on first time he stopped was it I can't remember, was it lap 9 or lap 10? I think it was lap 9. And then he went 10 laps, I believe. And but the last time he stopped was lap 19. So yeah, he did go an extra lap in that second stint. Lost a little ground to the 98 there, but that's okay. Meanwhile, behind them, let's go back here and see Casaza, Bajanic, and Kosalova still running 15th, 16th, 17th. Kosalova does get past the number 3 of Paul Bajanic. So even though they're at the back of the pack there, Kosalova once again is in a position where he will try to increase his lead a little bit on Paul Bajanic. And of course, Kosalova, his teammates leading the race. Paul Bajanic runs wide there. His teammate, the number 11, Dave Kamer, is actually, well, I tell you, he was up there in the top 10, but now he's behind Paul. So things his fortunes have kind of changed a little bit. His teammates are right back there with him, and that's not where Paul wants to see him. He wants, if he can't get up there himself, he wants to see his teammate, Dave Kamer, get on up there and make something happen here. Let's see. Who is Paul Smith? Paul Smith at Brian Rainville. That's his teammate, so he'll be getting points for Paul Smith. He's currently running in the 9th position, so that's a good spot right now. He's 3.3, he's over 3.2 seconds ahead of the number 7, Jeff Rubin. So right now, a solid points night for the 17th so far. Sarah Oliver coming down pit road, and that's going to promote Kosalova. Casaza goes on by, and Paul Bajanic's coming down pit road. He may be coming down. Oh boy, he's coming down pit road, and his teammates right behind him. Well, they're figuring to almost finish in the last 2 positions in the race as he gets to his pit stop there. Let's see how long. It doesn't look like he's getting any tires, just fuel only. 8.1 seconds for Paul Bajanic. He probably hasn't been as aggressive on the tires as everybody else, so that allows him some leeway there. Tony Gardner coming down pit road. David Carrillo, Harold Rothery, that moves him up into the lead position. Where is his teammate, Ashton Rice? She's just coming down pit road as well. 9 laps to go. Making her way down to her pit box. Is she coming in or going out? Oh, yeah, she's making her way in. And coming down to her pit box. And let's see, Harold Rothery. He's making his run around. Where is Andy Kosalova? Kosalova is in the 12th position. He continues to stay out. We have 9 laps to go. I kind of get the feeling he's going to have to stop at least one more time. as he continues on. John Casaza not too far behind him. Now inside the top 10, but last time he pitted was lap 17. He may not have the fuel to be able to make it to the end of the race. Mike Berg on his way out. That's Casaza's teammate. He's making his way out. Looks like Paul Bajanic's going to get past the 45. And that'll, or is he? Mike Berg, he's right there. He might hold on to that 15th spot as Paul Bajanic trying to get out there, but couldn't get past the 45 before he exited pit road. So, a net gain there for Paul Bajanic, P16. Well, Roswell continues to lead. Meanwhile, Andy Consolova, he's in that 6th position. Still has yet to stop. Now, I wonder if he has to stop. He obviously can look at his fuel gauge and he can tell if he has to stop or not. See, I see John Casaza. He's coming down pit road. This will probably be the final pit stop for him. Oh, he's got a bit of damage. What in the world? I wonder if that he spun somewhere and got that faster pair. That might have been from wherever it was he spun. Let me see if I can go find that. Remember we saw him moving slowly. I want to say it was right. This might have been it right here. And oh, there he is. He was just spinning. Oh, he was trying to get turned around. He didn't. Okay, well, he made contact someplace else, maybe with another car or something, but that's where he lost a lot of positions. And now let's take it back live here. So now he's currently in the 16th position. Paul Bajanic's, you see there, Casaza in the background. Paul Bajanic's chasing Casaza's teammate, Mike Berg. Casaza in the background. Casaza, he's had pretty good pace, so he might end up catching them well before this is over. And let's see, a little further up there, Consolova in that 6th position. I'm still kind of thinking he's going to have to pit. His teammate, Tony Gardner, is still doing pretty good. He's in a podium position right now in the 3rd spot. And Tony Gardner pitted on lap 26. So he might be okay to the end. Consolova trying to catch Austin Rice. And there's Harold Rothery coming down pit road. Travis Sullenberger coming in behind him. And this will definitely be the last stop for Rothery. Should definitely be the last stop. And we'll see what happens here. Gets down to his pit box and see how long. I wonder if he got some tires before. And I think he's just going to roll the dice with the fuel. I don't see any tires going on. 8.8 seconds for Rothery. He's on his way out trying to get himself a podium here. He moves into the his teammate Ashton Rice just moves past him. So look, he's going to exit the pits. He'll be in the 4th position. Ashton Rice right there ahead of him in the final podium position. Andy Consolova finally comes in the pits, and with 6 laps to go, he came from so far back, and plus had that penalty in the pits. And I hope it was a penalty. Well, I don't want it to be a penalty, but sometimes I've heard of people having a glitch where they get in on pit road and they can't get the car in gear. And Consolova just got a splash of fuel and is on his way back out. But that drops him down to, he's trying to hold on to 10th position. Chris Page is right there. But he'll probably be okay to go, I would think. Trying to hold on to that 10th position. But let's see, where is Paul Bajanic? Paul Bajanic is still ahead of John Casaza. Casaza a little ways back. I thought he would have passed his teammate Mike Berg by now, but he still has yet. He's still running in the 16th position. His teammate Mike Berg is ahead of him, chasing Paul Bajanic as he goes through the bus stop chicane there. So Paul now trying to get a little racy at the back. He's running in the 14th position at the moment. Obviously, every point is going to count, and everything that he can do. And Rother up the front there. Got a nice little gap. Him and Clay Rice is 1.1 second. You see Clay right there. Not too far behind. As Rothery goes through the chicane. Teammate right in front of him. Well, Harold Rothery battling with the Rice kids tonight. Or at least 2 of them anyway. Now 5 laps remaining. And let's see where everybody is. Kosaza, he's still 15th. Paul Bojanic is 14th position. Andy Kosalova remains in that 10th spot. So John Kosaza running 16th. Dave Kamer, that's Paul Bojanic's teammate. So that's going to help him that he's ahead of Paul Bojanic's teammate. Because he wants to I can't remember who's running where. Let me go over the intro page real quick and bring up those standings again. Paul, let's see. Paul is, where is Paul? He's second. Harold Rothery's third. Kosaza is fourth. Okay, so points wise, John Kosaza's battle really with Harold Rothery, but no, he's not going to. Right now, if the race would end right now, he wouldn't have any chance to really. He wouldn't have a chance to really get up there with Harold Rothery. Harold Rothery and his teammate, they're both running 3rd and 4th respectively there. And yeah, that's a very good night there for Harold Rothery. And you know, I know he would love to get a podium finish, but he may not be able to catch his teammate. But I know he is happy to see her up there. I don't think she's been ahead of him all season long. At least not during the race anyway. So he's very happy to see her up there running in that podium position. And that is going to help him great. Look at Clay Rice. Is he ahead? Oh, he just got ahead of Harold. There's now 3 laps to go. He's definitely going to want to try to get that position back. Wow, Clay Rice flexing his muscles there, getting ahead of the number 1. Let's see if Harold's got 3 more laps to go to try to get that 4th position back. His teammate Ashton Rice on the way to a podium finish. Coming down to the chicane, let's see what happens here. Let's see how cleanly they get through there. 2 lime green cars and nice move through the chicane and taking a look on the inside. Look at Harold Rothery down on the inside trying to get past the number 13. Clay Rice, they're door to door. And I think he might get him, folks. Oh, and Rice runs wide. And that's going to help Harold Rothery out a little bit. And he does manage to stay ahead of Clay Rice for the moment. Coming around to you see his teammate in front of him there, coming around to the final turn, and it's 2 laps to go. Tony Gardner, that's Andy Kosalova's teammate, doing a great job for Andy tonight. I think that'll be like at least the second win for Andy's AI teammate. But I tell you, these teammates, they play a critical role for their human counterparts there, and Harold Rothery, right now he's got to fight. I think he's going to have to battle with Terrell Rice. Terrell Rice now coming up behind the number 1. Harold Rothery fighting hard to hold on to that 4th place position. The next time Gardner comes around, it will be the white flag as Harold Rothery now comes down to the chicane and trying to keep it nice and smooth, keep that car on track. He tried to cut that chicane a little short. That car went airborne just for a split second there. Might have opened up the gap just a little bit. He's trying the best he can. The Rice brothers right there. They're nose to tail behind him. Harold Rothery, white flag is in the air. Final lap there for Tony Gardner. Next time around, be coming to that checkered flag. Harold Rothery trying to hold on to that fourth place position. Right now, he's looking pretty good. Got a nice gap, 0.8 of a second between him and Terrell Rice. Let's see everybody. Andy Consolova, he was 10. Now he's up to 9th position, moves ahead of Brian Rainville. And so it could be a good finish there for Consolova. Managed to get back into the top 10. A little bit of damage control. Casaza, he's in 15th. Paul Bajanic ahead of him. A really good result for Paul Bajanic if he's able to hold on. But meanwhile, here we go. Tony Gardner running way wide, but that's okay. He's coming down to the penultimate corner here. Be one more turn, and he will take the checkered flag. David Carrillo will be behind him. Ashton Rice will round out the podium. Harold Roth will be in that 4th spot. So here we go. Coming down to the checkered flag, Tony Gardner, teammate for Andy Consolova, takes the win here tonight. Ashton Rice, she's coming to the final turn, and she's going to come down and she's going to take the final podium position. And right behind her, Harold Rothery, he is going to hold on. He'll be the highest scoring human driver here tonight at Watkins Glen with a P4 position finish. So as far as the human drivers are concerned, Harold Rothery, he's got it here tonight. Super happy with that finish. I know we're gonna get 3 of the human drivers up on the booth there, post-race interview. Well, man, congratulations there to Andy. Well, in a way, congratulations to Andy Consolova, because his teammate won the race, and that's going to help him greatly. And he actually snagged 8th position there, so congratulations to Andy on that. But let's see, we got to get Harold, Andy, and I guess Paul. Paul looked like he finished 15th with John Casaza in the 16th position. So we're gonna go and get everybody here. Let's go ahead and get let's grab Harold. We'll bring him up here, and Paul, and who did I say it was? Harold. Oh, Andy Consolova. Yeah, duh. Okay, and we'll head on down there with him. Okay, folks, we're down here with your top 3 human drivers scoring finish here, and it was Harold Rothery P4, Andy Consolova P8, and Paul Bajanic P15. And hey, Harold, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what'd you think of that race, buddy?
Wow, I tell you, that was I'm sweating, Tony. I got to take a shower after this. I worked my butt off getting that 4th place.
Man.
It was fun, and I think Ashton has. You just got passed by a girl put on the back of her car, so that's not cool. But, that was fun. That was fun.
10-4, man. I tell you now, but glad to see everybody made it to the end there, boy. And now we can go back to some. We got some good oval tracks coming up, man. I tell you, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely, I got a shout out to my wife. She's my biggest fan. She's making pork chops and mashed potatoes, and I gotta hurry up. My mom and dad watches our broadcast every time we race. Carol up at the lake, Steve, Brookie, all these guys we race with, Andy, Paul, Ron, John, they're great guys to work with, great guys to race with every Tuesday night, and I really look forward to this. So thanks for it's good sportsmanship. So appreciate it.
10-4, man. Well, go get ready for them pork chops, man. I think
That's right, man.
you don't worked up a good appetite, man. So
heck yeah, I done deserve them bad boys. So have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next week.
10-4, man. Take it easy. Okay, Andy, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man,
How you doing?
Man, I tell you that what a race, and how about your teammate that does it again helps keep your good points lead alive. And you couldn't get up there if you say if you can't get there, listen, my teammate got to come through for me, and boy, did he come through again here tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to redo this whole race, man. I sped on pit road, got a 40-second penalty.
Oh, I
So
was
that's what
thinking it
put
was
me
a
back there.
penalty. Jeez.
Yeah, because I was running third
Yeah. Wow.
before the pit stop there, the second pit stop I sped on, and I was like, oh, you kidding? This is gonna kill me. So yeah, I
Yeah.
was just looking at the results, and I finished 46 seconds behind Tony Gardner.
Wow.
So I would have been second at least.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Man.
yep. Yeah, did you guys see the when I was trying to pass into turn one of the guy cars came right down to the curb and tried to kill me?
Oh no, I didn't. We didn't miss that one.
Yeah, he tried to kill me in the one there. I was in the inside, and he just came down to the curb like I wasn't. I was like, oh great, so I spun around a little bit and got back going. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take 8th place after a 40-second penalty. So.
Yeah, I tell you that's not too bad, man. Because at one point I think you were like 18th or 9th. You were 19th, I think, or 18th, whatever the last place position was. And of course, through the app subsequent green flag pit stops, there it kind of cycled your way back on up there.
Yep, I tried hard, but yeah, I wish I would have been able to be up there and going for the win. But oh well, I'll take the points that my teammate got me, I guess.
10-4, and I know you said you probably won't be able to make the season finale since we added that race. So I guess the mission now is for you and your teammates to get absolutely maximum points for the next 4 races, I guess.
Yeah, he did his job. Too bad I didn't do mine tonight.
10-4, man. Yeah. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Oh, just like Harold was saying, everybody in here, him, Paul, John. Paul Smith, who's out of town, didn't make it tonight. I was hoping he was going to be here. I think he would have been up there battling too. He'd be good here. So, and then you for putting the races on, man. I appreciate it.
10-4, man. We'll go relax and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. See ya.
Hey, Paul, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, I tell you, hey, well, what a race, man! I tell you that I'm guessing maybe road course stuff, maybe not your strength, I guess, but you managed to hold on and stuff.
I need to get GPS or something. Show me how to get around this place because I have no clue. Hey, you're talking to me, so something's good.
Oh but, I mean,
I'm not totally last, or I'm not disqualified. It's all good.
It was interesting because John Casanza had that late pit stop, and I think you were battling with his teammate, and I actually kind of thought John was going to eventually get by you guys because he was doing pretty good lap times earlier in the race and was a little higher up in the order and everything too. And but for whatever reason, just didn't materialize in the car. He used a faster pair, so I assumed the car was okay. But I don't know. I was actually expecting him to be up there where Andy or even Harold was, to be honest. And I know John, he's our resident road course guy and stuff. But
I think the only person I beat was my own teammate.
Oh yeah,
that doesn't help the whole situation.
Yeah, he was ahead of you for a while there, and then after the last pit stops, I think then you got ahead of him and stuff.
Yeah, it just took me 35 laps to get used to the track. Then I was ready to go.
Yeah, it's funny.
You should have done another 30.
Everybody quit.
Yeah, because it's funny because I saw after that last pit stop, and when you were battling with those guys, with John and his teammate, I was looking at your car and I was thinking to myself, I said, Paul looked like he done come alive here a little bit.
Very little bit.
Anybody
you beat Ron tonight.
Yeah, I did. It was a tight race, but I finally pulled it off.
Oh man, I tell you.
No, but like I was telling the rest of these guys, we lost a driver up here at Lernerville Sunday night.
Oh man,
and he was in an accident and didn't make it. So just a shout out to their family and
absolutely.
And I mean, we get to play in these cars and not get hurt, but these guys who race for real, there's always that possibility. So
that is so true.
Bummer, but other than that, I'm good. I made it. I finished, and it's a good day.
10-4, man. Well deserved rest for you guys. So you guys go relax, and we will see y'all next week.
All right, brother.
All
All
right.
right, see y'all later.
I got to shout out to Ron Walters. He comes in here. He
Yes.
was in here tonight. So, Ron, he did have clothes on because he was
He was doing laundry.
he was doing laundry. That's his butt kicker. See, he puts his seat against the washer, and then he turns his washer on spin cycle, and that's his butt kicker. So Ron, keep it up, buddy.
Yes, sir.
See you next week.
10-4, man. You guys take it
Call
easy.
me if you don't call me if you don't have the track, Ron.
There you
I'll
go.
look you up.
Hey, good night, guys.
All right,
see you guys.
take it easy. I see you.
All right, peace.
Okay, folks. Well, that'll do it there. And I tell you what. And okay, iRacing is talking to us. That's okay. Let's go ahead and bring up the race results here, and if they will come up, there we go. Tony Gardner, he won. He got that, got it done, and so yeah, that's good for Andy Consolova. David Carrillo, second Ashton Rice, rounding out the podium. A good result for Harold Rother. His teammate finished on the podium. He finished just off the podium. Andy Consolova managed to recover from a 40-second penalty, finishing the top 10 with that P8 position. Bajanic finished P15. Casaza right behind him in P16. So that was an interesting race. Everybody looked like they were having fun though. And but now we're going to be going back to some more regular racing. And let's see, where is my what track are we going to next? It's going to be Rockingham, the Tony G's Machine Shop 180 for round number 7. So don't forget to join us for that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know every time we go live. But for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.